It belongs to Emmanuel Quickly, R.J. Barrett, Dante DiVincenzo, Julius Randle, and also to a coach who helped lay the groundwork, Tom Thibodeau. Thanks to each of these New Yorkers and too many others to name, New York City has just had two of the most magical months in as long as any of us can remember. Over these past weeks, as the Knicks kept winning, our city has come together as one. Neighbors invited neighbors over. Strangers high-fived one another in the street. Subway conductors sang their announcements and bus drivers danced behind the wheel. So often when this city comes together, it is because we are forced to, by a moment of tragedy or adversity. What a gift it is to be brought together by pure, unfiltered joy. For as long as we live, we will remember this feeling of a city together, a city alive, a city overcome by happiness. But let's not pretend that this was inevitable. If you will allow me, I want to travel back in time 8 days. Game 4. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks are down 20. The analytics guys, the sports betting companies, the pundits who watch from far away, they do what they do. They run the numbers. They calculate the odds. They write the Knicks off. They give the Spurs a 99.6% chance of winning the game. A 99.6% chance of tying up the series 2-2, of reclaiming the momentum with the next game in San Antonio. A 99.6% chance of silencing the Garden, of another year of watching and waiting. But there is one thing that the pundits just don't get about this team, that they just don't get about this city. It is in that 0.4% that we go to work. It is in that 0.4% that Jalen Brunson, the same guy that so many said was too small, proves that not only is he good enough, he is the new standard for greatness. It is in that 0.4% that OG Anunoby watches the ball float from the top of the arc and start running toward the basket, fingers reaching towards the heavens. It is in that 0.4% that Karl Anthony Towns finds the strength to mourn his mother and still pull in rebound after rebound, make block after block. It is in that 0.4% that Jose Alvarado shows every kid growing up in public housing that a son of Brooklyn and Queens can win for every one of the 5 boroughs. It is in that 0.4% that Mitch breaks his finger before game 1 and says, go get the tape. It's in that 0.4% that Josh Hart gets rebounds that break teams, that Mikal Bridges proves he was worth every single draft pick, that Landry Shamet pulls up from downtown, that every one of these 18 players transforms the franchise, that Mike Brown keeps this team believing. Most of all, it's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win. Standing here before what feels like the entire city, there is a Jalen Brunson quote I can't stop thinking about. I'm gonna tell you. You are allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you gotta go out there and do something about it. When Jalen Brunson took that pay cut, my friends, that was doing something about it. Time after time, we thought about the worst possible scenario. And time after time, the Knicks went out there and did something about it. The Knicks did not just win for New York City. They won like New York City. What is New York if not your back up against the wall? A dream that feels just out of reach. A rent payment you don't know how you'll ever make. What is New York if not 99.6% of the world stacked against you? And who are New Yorkers if not people who hear those odds and smile? Who look at a 0.4% chance of success and ask, why are you giving me a head start? This is our city. This is our team. For 53 years we watched. For 53 years we waited. Now we've won. One last time, New York, say it with me. Knicks in. Knicks in. Knicks in. So much.
Thank you, Mayor. Now let's bring up the New York Public Advocate, Jumaane Williams.
Yeah! Knicks in 5, baby. Nueva York, Knicks in 5, baby. I cannot believe I'm here. I cannot believe we are all here. Truth be told, we all owe Mike Brown an apology. Let's say sorry right now. And a lot of y'all pundits owe Jalen Brown a whole lot. I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson, a huge apology. I know what y'all said. And he came out here, and like the mayor said, all we need is 0.4%. I'm sitting here standing with Jalen Brunson. That makes no sense at all. But I want to say, my daughter, Amelie, is somewhere in there. She's going to college. This is an awesome going to college gift. Thank you so much. My wife, India, wanted me to thank the NYPD for making sure everything went the way it was supposed to go. New York, let's keep this energy going. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's being polite. Let's keep it going. Young, old, black, white, Republican, conservative, everybody. This is what it's all about, the New York Knicks. And I can't wait to talk to my younger self, and I'm going to tell them to hold on, because on your 50th birthday, they're going to give you a championship, and you're going to be a citywide elected official on this stage. Let's go, Knicks, baby.
Next up, our New York City Comptroller, Mark Levine.
Give it up for Jumaane Williams, the Spike Lee of New York City government. Bueno, señores, ya que hay un jugador boricua en este equipo y un jugador dominicano en este equipo, hay que comenzar con un chin de español. ¿Qué les parece? Miren la bandera. Si están de acuerdo, hagan bulla. Que viva Quisqueya y boricua. No matter what language you speak, we want to thank this team for bringing this city together, for uplifting New York, for showing the world that we are not afraid of anybody. Even if you are 7'4" and the refs refuse to call a foul on you no matter what. We are not afraid of you. We do not back down, no matter how far behind we are. We were down on 9/11 and we came back. We were down in Sandy and we came back. We were down during COVID and we came back. We were down 29 points against the Cavs, against the Spurs, them too, and we came back. We are New York. We don't stop fighting. You should be afraid of us. We are the champs because of the New York Knicks. We love you. Knicks in 5.
Next up is our New York City Council Speaker, Julie Menin.
So I've got one thing to say to you. Let's go Knicks! Let's go Knicks! So we are officially going to change the New York City motto to Knicks in 5. I just want to thank the whole Knicks organization for everything they stand for. Grit, perseverance, never giving up. This is what embodies our city. So whether it's after 9/11 or during COVID, we always came back, and that's what our New York Knicks did. We owe you a debt of gratitude for bringing joy, unity, euphoria back to our city. So in closing, let me just say, Knicks in 5.
And now time to bring up the New York Knicks owner, championship owner, Jim Dolan.
Ten weeks, baby. Hello, you Knicks fans out there. Yes, thank you for waiting 53 years. Although I have to say, when I look out over the Knicks fans here, you all don't look older than 53 years. Some of you weren't waiting 53. You weren't born yet. But we're very, very happy to have brought you a championship. I'm very proud of our team. Look, I don't need your vote. I don't need to quote to you, right, about what happened here, and because if you're real Knicks fans, you know it already. So thank you for supporting our team. We're going to keep working to bring you even better basketball, although it's hard to imagine that we get much better than this. But we will, right, fellas? And thank you again for your support.
Now the architect of this roster, New York Knicks president Leon Rose.
First, I want to thank Jim Dolan, who I've known for many years. I want to thank him for bringing me into the organization. What's that?
Speak up. They can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. First, I want to thank Jim Dolan, who I've known for a very long time, and I want to thank him for bringing me into the organization 6 years ago. He's believed in us through every step of this journey and supported us in every way imaginable. To the players, as you heard, the cardiac kids, no quit, find a way to win. Really representing the grit and the character of the people of New York. Your commitment and sacrifice was second to none. Mike Brown and our entire coaching staff, you came in this season with enormous expectations and completely exceeded them. And you did it with so much class that resonated with New Yorkers. To my front office, you have been here since the start with me, and there were so many decisions, big and small, that we made together that got us here today. And to my family, I can't describe how much it means to me and how special it's been to go through this journey with you and celebrate with you. And to all the families of the Knicks organization. And last and most importantly, to the greatest fans in the world, we did it for you. Your support in every arena, it felt like a home game wherever we played. And all over the world has been unbelievable. And we hope to see you again very soon.
Now please welcome the championship head coach of the Knicks, Mike Brown.
What's up, New York? Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank the governor and the mayor for doing this for us. I'm proud of Mr. Dolan, Leon and his staff, all the players, all the coaches, Jamal, the front office side, all the Knicks alumni that I see out there. We appreciate you guys. Pat Ewing, I got to give you a shout out. You've been with us this whole journey. I want to thank everybody. I'm proud of everybody for helping accomplish this great feat. The energy today and all around New York is off the charts.
And I want to thank you all for it. Let's keep this energy going, baby, because this championship is about you guys. This is New York City's championship. I will say this, you know, I'm so proud of our guys from the top to the bottom. There was a lot of hard work that we put in, starting with the off season, going into the season. A lot of stuff that you guys don't see behind the scenes. Guys busting their behinds, not just our players, our medical staff, you know, keeping those guys healthy. No, let's give them a round of applause, for sure. At the beginning of the year, I had everybody sign a contract. And I didn't want you to sign the contract if you didn't believe in it. But it was about sacrifice. You saw our team sacrifice time after time after time after time throughout the course of the year. You saw our team stay connected through the most adverse times through the course of the year. We had our ups, we definitely had our downs, and our group stayed connected through those times. You saw it every time we hit the floor. It didn't matter who was suited up. Our guys brought a competitive spirit that obviously was unmasked, and that's why we're the 2026 NBA championship. You saw the belief in each other. It didn't matter whose number I called. Guys could be Jordan Clarkson. He didn't play for 2 months. He stuck with it. His teammates believed in him. He believed in the process. They believed in each other. And we all held each other accountable. That's the standard of what it was to be a New York Knick in 25-26, and that's why we're champions today. Playing in front of you guys when we had our ups was fantastic, but you're the most knowledgeable fan base in the whole NBA. Your guys' energy when we had our downs was off the charts, and I want to thank you for it. There's nothing better than walking into the iconic building of MSG and getting down night after night after night in front of you guys. You guys made us feel the energy and brought us over the hump when we didn't feel like playing or when our game wasn't at the top. Again, I'd like to thank all the players. I can go down the line with all their accomplishments. They were huge throughout the course of the year, but at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys. Because without you, this wouldn't be possible. Let's go one time. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? I love you, New York.
And now time to hear from the 2026 NBA Finals MVP and the captain of the Knicks, Jalen Brunson.
I want to say thank you to Jim Dolan and the front office for believing in the kid no one else would. Thank you to my teammates, giving me confidence every single day. The belief we had in each other made this possible. Thank our coaching staff, our medical staff, everyone that pitched in every single day behind the scenes. Damn. We really did it, dog. Somehow, some way, I knew we were going to find a way to get this done. Most importantly, thank you to the fans. I'm not going to lie, though, y'all are some pretty hard critics. But we appreciate it. At least I do. Appreciate it a lot. Lastly, I want to thank my family. Truly, without them, their sacrifice and everything wouldn't be possible. My inner circle, I mean, they keep me humble. every single day. They don't let me get off track for nothing. Damn, New York, we really did it, man. We really did it. Wouldn't trade this for a world. And lastly, there's a lot of people that have a lot of negative stuff to say. There's a lot of people who have a lot of opinions. But when you Nah, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, now it's time for one of the highest honors a city can give as we invite the mayor to come up once again and present the official keys to the city to your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks. Mohamed Diawara. Ariel Hukporty. Pacome Dadier. public. Jeremy Sohan. Jordan Clarkson. Jose Alvarado. Landry Shamet. Miles Deuce McBride. Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby. Anthony Towns. And Jalen Brunson. Once again, your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks.
Oh, yes. You know, it's amazing. So you mentioned the Stars of New York. This piano is set up, and the announcement being made by the legendary broadcaster Mike Breen to be prepared because Alicia Keys is about to jump on the keys.
Lifelong Knicks fan, Alicia Keys.
Yeah, drop it, please.
But all the five boroughs coming together to feel that.
That's right. We heard Mom Donnie talk about that 0.4%. That's when New Yorkers go to work. That's when we get done what we need to get done. He always says that New York finds a way when something is impossible. Jalen Brunson, he mentioned a quote by Jalen Brunson saying, you know, you're allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you've got to do something about it. Here's Alicia Keys. Let's listen in.
This is our time. This is our time. We are champions. New York, how you feeling tonight? Besides very, very, very hot. You know what I mean? Because it is very, very hot. But what can we say? We're on fire today. Who's from New York City? All right, me and my son, Egypt, we thought that we would do it like this. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. New York State. I'm in a New York state of mind. Let's go! Okay. We're here right now. This is our time right now. We've been waiting over 50 years for this moment, and we never gonna stop. Hey, so I want y'all to sing with me. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will end. Hear it from New York, New York, New York.
coming. Congratulations to your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks. Once again, thank you everyone for coming. Congratulations to your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks.
And the confetti is shooting into the air. What a cap to this celebration. Alicia Keys singing Empire State of Mind. I actually thought Jay-Z was going to come. I thought he was going to be a surprise guest, but that's okay. She just rocked the house.
I mean, Hell's Kitchen native turning up the heat as we capped off an epic day as the confetti cannons are firing on all cylinders. And what a moment. Take in this moment that has been more than 50 years in the making. The New York Knicks, 2026 NBA champions. As the song plays in the background, we are the champions.
Finally, Ryan, right? Finally, 53 years. We have cried. We have been angry. We have been impatient. But now all of that was worth it because we are champions. We are the champions, like the song sings.
Are you Mayor Mamdani's speechwriter? It sounded a lot like his speech. That was great. Listen, I thought Jalen Brunson summed it up. New York, we actually did it. We really did it. And he said, when he got on the stage, the captain, he said, listen, you guys are tough here, but I respect it. Talking about the media, talking about the fans, but it made them better as a team. It made them better as players. It made them strive for more. And so many people didn't think this day was possible. But as we watch confetti rain down here at City Hall, it's real and it's spectacular.
I just caught a piece.
Well, you got a piece?
I got a piece here.
Okay,
you
great.
can have it. It's an orange one for you.
Okay,
There you
great,
go. I got
thanks.
it for you.
We can share. You know, I think this also gave a taste to just the country and what New York is all about. I mean, we already knew we were tough, that we were resilient, but now they're able to see us on full display just through the story of these champions.
Yeah, and the mayor brought it up too. He said so many times, you know, the city unifies during times of sorrow or times of when, you know, when things go wrong for the city. But to see them come together in such a proud rallying moment for New York was really something to see, and it was on full display here today, Mike and Sade, as millions took to the streets to celebrate these worthy champions.
Yeah, the city is one today. We're seeing all these strangers high-five one another. And what a gift this team has brought to this city. Just that togetherness, unfiltered joy is what we're all feeling right now.
Yeah, 5 boroughs coming together as one giant city and one championship city. And you heard the mayor mention, and we keep pointing to that moment where the New York Knicks had a statistical probability of winning by only 0.4% in that Game 4, and he really equated that to New York's grit and toughness, as you mentioned. And he joked and he said, 0.4% chance of success? Why give me a head start if you're a New Yorker? Joking that we don't need any upper hand. We don't need any sort of handout. We work for what we work for. And as I'm looking out away from the City Hall celebration, people are still 20, 30 rows deep back on these surrounding streets around City Hall, still elevated in perches. There's a building right behind us too, and right in front of us, actually right behind City Hall, where it's like 17 rows up. You see people on the rooftops. Everybody taking part in trying to get a little energy that was electrified really throughout the day.
I mean, listen, people waited 53 years for this party, so they're not going to want it to end anytime soon. They're going to let this ride out as long as they can, and they are certainly going to soak in every moment.
You know what was so great, you guys? Watching the run-up to this. Seeing people outside with a TV on a street corner. Remember that shot? Or there were projectors from fire escapes. People sharing in a moment in their living rooms, or maybe they're cooking food and they're watching the games, or at a barbershop, everybody's talking about how we pulled it out. This has been just so wonderful to see and to just take in. And that's New York. You hear that song? That's New York, baby.
New York. Absolutely right, Sade. And, you know, when we would come off the air at 11 o'clock at night, so often many people would wake up and see Jaysha Patel outside the Garden getting updates on how it all went down. She was even using seance and sage, and she had a bunch of wardrobe changes, and it was amazing. You were right there along with us.
And by the way, wait, can I just also talk about her Knicks fit? I mean, like, you had a different look all the time. What was off the chain, and another great fit today.
Thank you guys so much. You know, it's been so fun covering the Knicks. My first year here in New York. It's been absolutely incredible. And I mean, what an ending, right, to that parade, to that ceremony. We just heard from Alicia Keys, her amazing performance, Empire State of Mind. You truly felt the energy of New York City here today. And if I step out the way, you can see the players just having an absolute ball, holding their kids, holding the trophies, smiling ear to ear. This is what it's all about, you guys. 53 years in the making. Their family and friends in the crowd watching them. Just such a surreal moment that this is finally here. We saw that presentation of the keys earlier. They were presented with the ceremonial keys. All the players, you heard chants in the crowds. MVP, OG. And you can hear right now the song, It's Up to You, New York. I mean, what an absolute special moment for New York City, you guys. And you see Kat there holding both trophies. I don't think I've seen him stop smiling all day. What a moment, you guys. I'll send it back to you.
I don't think anyone has stopped smiling, fans included. Well, we've got our confetti here to mark the moment. But what a thrilling day. And, you know, as we're talking about this weather today, it was supposed to rain. Do you know that the sun actually came down when the ceremony began here and the players started coming out? I mean, the Knicks just keep giving it.
It was that kind of day. It was that kind of playoff run. Everything broke the Knicks' way, and they are the world champions. You're watching the Parade of Champions right here on Channel 7. Stay with us. Our coverage continues after this.
Rally means luxury.
Our clients know that once you join the Rally family, you're family forever.
Rally means going above and beyond.
Rally means treating people and not like a transaction.
It's the level of customer experience that we deliver.
Part of Rally's legacy, I think, is the welcome atmosphere that we have.
Rally means partnership. Whatever it means, make it Rally.
Make it Rally. Make it Rally.
Make it Rally.
Make it Rally.
Immigrant families separated, human rights violated, dissenters brutalized, while Kate Conley profited. Conley's bankrolled by firms partnered with a major ICE contractor targeting immigrants. After she found out, Conley continued her work. Kate Conley pocketed over $300 grand from firms supporting the apparatus weaponized by ICE. True activists fought ICE's atrocities, but Conley kept collecting. That's not progressive. That's profiteering. That's Kate Conley. Progressive Champions PAC is responsible for the content of the Progressive Champions PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Check your socials because there's big news in the sports world. No, it's not a blockbuster trade or a big-name free agent signing. The DraftKings Sports app is now available nationwide. So if you're anywhere from Florida to Texas to California, you can get in the game at the speed of sports and feel the sweat in all 50 states. The DraftKings experience you know and love, all in one easy-to-use app. Available now nationwide. New DraftKings customers spend $5 and get $200 in total bonuses. The crown is yours.
I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast.
And he's gotta be fresh from the fight.
I need a hero.
And welcome back. The ceremony has just ended here at right outside City Hall. You can see everybody is starting to move out, but people are now moving out from here, and they're headed into some bars, right? We know Shirlene and Danny, they were along the parade route, but now they're outside of a bar where all the Knicks fans have gathered. How's it going there, ladies?
We never went in the bar. I just want to clarify, Sade.
We didn't go inside.
But yes, that is where people are going. They're not going home, but they are patronizing these businesses.
We're stimulating the economy, obviously.
Yes, and they're continuing the fun. I mean, there's just so much energy still.
Yeah.
It hasn't dissipated one bit.
No.
And we had to move positions. But it's all good.
Because sanitation was sweeping things through, cleaning things up. You know, we want, all day long we've been talking to Knicks fans. I feel like at this point, we can't guarantee that a Knicks fan can go on television. So instead, we are going to hear from Mayor Mamdani. He spoke moments ago and talked about how at one point, the Knicks only had 0.4% of a chance to win that game. They came back. Let's hear from the mayor.
But there is one thing that the pundits just don't get about this team, that they just don't get about this city. It is in that 0.4% that we go to work. It is in that 0.4% that Jalen Brunson, the same guy that so many said was too small, proves that not only is he good enough, he is the new standard for greatness. It is in that 0.4% that OG Anunoby watches the ball float from the top of the arc and start running toward the basket, fingers reaching towards the heavens. It is in that 0.4% that Karl Anthony Towns finds the strength to mourn his mother and still pull in rebound after rebound, make block after block. It is in that 0.4% that Jose Alvarado shows every kid growing up in public housing that a son of Brooklyn and Queens can win for every one of the 5 boroughs. It is in that 0.4% that Mitch breaks his finger before game 1 and says, go get the tape. It's in that 0.4% that Josh Hart gets rebounds that break teams, that McCall Bridges proves he was worth every single draft pick, that Landry Shamet pulls up from downtown, that every one of these 18 players transforms the franchise, that Mike Brown keeps this team believing. Most of all, it's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win.
Yeah, that's perfect. We find a way. Man, that got me hyped again.
We waited more than half a century for this moment, and we took it and ran with it. I love every moment of it, and I love the children.
I think
we love the kids.
You guys
what
had
did you want to
something
say?
Let's go, Knicks! Where are you supposed to be right now? School. But not today. We're starting the weekend early.
Not today.
And we're keeping the party going. Dad.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Yes. So the mayor just said new standard of greatness, and I feel like that's now where attention is going. Like, yeah, if there's not another ticker tape parade next year, what are we doing?
I don't even know how you top this. There's no topping this moment for us, and we so needed it, guys. I know you felt it too. And what do we want to say?
Let's just have a good season next year.
Yeah.
And let's hopefully they make the finals again.
Yeah.
Build the statue.
Build a statue.
Build a statue.
Who are we building it of? Brunson! We've got a good get. This is Patrick Ewing right here. I love that jersey.
That's an awesome
Thank you guys
jersey.
for hanging out with us.
Hey, they built a statue in Philly. I know we could do it too.
Oh,
I think we could do it, guys. It really has been such a fun morning.
Coming. I will certainly help lead that charge. Listen,
I want the
kids
OG
are even
statue, the tip.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gotta get that. Gotta
Love
get that. You guys were great as usual. You know, we always do what's impossible. Okay, next season. You know the talk has already been there.
I'll tell you
Are
what.
the Knicks going to do it again?
When I interviewed Spike Lee right after the game, literally moments after they won, the first thing he said was not how excited he was that they finally won the championship. It had been 53 years. He's like, back to back, baby. That's where his head was at. And this team, starting 5 is coming back next season. They are well positioned to make another run at this thing. And who's going to bet against them at this point? We talked about the 0.4% chance of winning that game 4 when they had to storm back down 20 with 9 minutes to go. And overcame those odds, and they really overcame every obstacle in front of them this season. And I would not be surprised, friends, if we are right back here next year.
Nor would I be. You spoke to a player?
Love it. Well, you talk about back-to-back, and it takes everybody. It takes the whole team to make a run like that. So I spoke with Deuce, right? You heard Deuce during the parade. It's Miles Deuce McBride, and he was a key part of this team. You talk about people, we know the Josh Harts and the OG Anunoby and the Jalen Brunson. But make no mistake, Deuce really made his mark on these finals, and he's also making his way around town. Last night, we know Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart got a standing ovation at Yankee Stadium, and Deuce McBride stopped by a World Cup game just a couple of nights ago before today's big parade. Again, I caught up with him last night. Here's what he had to say about the big championship.
A lot of people are looking at you guys and just celebrating. What was that ovation like? You just attended the World Cup, and to walk into a stadium like that and to see the response just right out of the gate.
I mean, chills, honestly. It's such a blessing. I mean, you go into a stadium full of a bunch of, French and Senegalese fans, and you're just like a standing ovation in a place like that. It's such a big accomplishment for us, and, it's nice to get that recognition.
Take me back to Game 5. The clock hits 000. What's the first thing that went through your mind?
Oh, man. Truthfully, the long nights in the gym with my dad, my older brother, the times in the backyard, all the coaches, it was like a whirlwind of emotions just thinking about, how long of a road and journey it's been, and, it's surreal.
This team has been through a lot, and we all sort of lived it with you. I described it as like being the 5 stages of a Knicks fan. You were excited and then stressed and then the exhilaration and so forth. But for you, and you mentioned those times that you put in the work, it's really symbolic of this city, right? And you were drafted by the Knicks, kind of full circle to see this moment. Now you're hoisting the trophy, celebrating this win. As a player, what did that tell you, the adversity you went through, and then coming out on top in the end?
Yeah. I mean, everybody always tells you, never focus on the end goal. Always focus on the process, doing it right every day. And truthfully, that's the right way to do it. You can't get too ahead of yourself. You can't get too high and too low. And I think, my journey tells that. I start off not playing a lot and then work my way into the rotation and become a key piece. And, man, it's just such a great feeling to be able to know where I started from and where we've been able to accomplish. So we're just getting started.
Just a couple of more. The grind, the grit, the hustle, all that is New York, and now the New York Knicks champions. People ask, maybe at this parade, they're kind of seeing some of these players for the first time. Miles is your sort of legal name, right? Yeah. But where does Deuce come from?
Honestly, it's just from my dad. My older brother's name is actually Trey. So he's Walter III, so we call him Trey. I'm the second child. My name's Miles James, named after my grandfather, so we went with Deuce.
Love it, love it. Well, you're a father now, too. What are you going to tell your daughter about this moment in her life when she gets older?
Man, I mean, the crazy thing is she turned 1 on June 14th, so we land at 7:30 in the morning, and she's awake, and she has the basketball right there with her. We got a little, play hoop, and she's already putting the ball in the basket. So, I mean, it feels like it's a storybook ending, but it's just such a special time, and, I'm excited to, tell her about that and share a lot more memories.
Future Liberty player, maybe. Get her on the court, you know what I mean? Book it now. Finally, at this parade, so much anticipation building, and when you're going up the Canyon of Heroes, a famed stretch of this city, what's going to be going through your mind? How are you going to take in the excitement and the love that New York's going to show you guys?
I mean, 53 years. I know New York's going to show up, show out. I'm just so appreciative of, everybody that's been rocking with us since the beginning. All the fans, lifelong fans that, send us videos and shout us out and come up to us on the streets. It's for you guys. So we really appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
NBA champion, Deuce McBride.
Deuce McBride, it's incredible. Yeah. Happy Father's Day to him. Yes. And we talk so much about the special connection, certainly the father-son connection. You talk about Rick Brunson and Jalen Brunson, but just a family moment. And he was so humble. I mean, this guy is on top of the world, but he gave us a few moments, so we thank him greatly. And it was a great conversation. Now, as you say, we got to think about next season.
Yes, we do. Well, there were so many great elements to that piece, so just sit with it a little bit. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with so much more to come.
This is who was told he had months to live 10 years ago. This is who feared she couldn't have a child after a cancer diagnosis. And this is her son. This is who ran a clinical trial where everyone's cancer disappeared. This is treatment on a cellular level, hope on another level. And this is why people treated for cancer at MSK live better, longer. This is what we do.
Dear America, get to Toyota's Independence Day sales event because the fireworks start here. Toyota's got plenty of bang for your buck with quality, efficiency, and value that keeps glowing long after the smoke clears. So fire up your savings with Toyota. During Toyota's Independence Day sales event, lease Corolla with 0 down or Camry with 0 down and first month's payment due at signing. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
I've spent my entire career fighting for the city, and there's never been a more important or dangerous moment. That's why I take my replacement very seriously. So when I hear these false attacks about Micah Lasher, I think, give me a break. I support Micah because I know he shares our progressive values, will take the fight to Trump, and will get results for us. I've worked with Micah for almost 30 years. He has the strongest record, the best ideas, and I know he will make us all proud.
Stanford New York PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's the fastest and most reliable internet.
It's connecting with my followers out there and in here.
It's secure internet for you and your family.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
It's Wi-Fi that stays on even when the power doesn't.
Staying connected no matter what.
So what's Spectrum Internet? It's everything you want it to be.
Spectrum, proud sponsor of the New York Knicks.
And welcome back. We heard Jalen Brunson speak here behind me. Let's take a listen to what he had to say. So many great moments.
Lastly, I want to thank my family. Truly, without them, their sacrifice and everything wouldn't be possible. My inner circle, I mean, they keep me humble every single day. They don't let me get off track for nothing. Damn, New York, we really did it, man. We really did it. Wouldn't trade this for a world.
Well, it's just incredible to see, and you feel the leadership. You saw the players react when Jalen Brunson took the mic, and there's just this sense and aura. He's got that thing, and that's why he's the captain.
Absolutely, and he was the commander of the ship, and so many times they look to him for big moments late in games. I mean, look no further than the last game. He scored 45 of their 94 points. Almost half their points by the captain, Jalen Brunson. So he certainly delivered in all the big moments. And, not to be forgotten, one of the huge cheers here today was Rick Brunson, the former Knick, who, of course, was a member of the 1999 finals team. And their relationship, Rick and Jalen, is so important to the fabric of this team. And Sam Ryan has more on that.
Life is not perfect, but there are perfect moments. And there's one right there.
A father-son moment unlike any other in decades in the making. Jalen Brunson and his dad Rick becoming NBA champs together. Jalen, the captain of the Knicks, Rick, an assistant coach.
I was excited. I was ready to just kind of let everything out and I saw him, and then just all the emotions came out.
Surreal, just happy for him, our team, our family. This is amazing. It still hasn't really hit me, but it's just wild. It doesn't matter what I did in my life, my career. It's always special when your kids do things better than you.
Rick was a member of the '99 Knicks that made it to the finals but lost to the Spurs and played 9 seasons in the NBA with 8 different teams.
He was a journeyman, so he was kind of all over the place. He was on unguaranteed contracts for about 8 or 9 years. And I grew up in South Jersey for most of my childhood while he was on these unguaranteed contracts all over the country.
Good. Follow through. Go back. Jog back.
Years later, it was Jalen who was ready to chase his NBA dreams, and Rick was right there by his side through it all. A journey that eventually landed both of them back in the orange and blue.
These past 4 years, I won't take for granted because it was the most consecutively, in my life that we've been together.
Of course, being coached by your dad and coaching your son in the NBA, no less, isn't always easy.
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes he tells me to shut up, but, we get through it.
I'll say this. our relationship is unique. And people may think just because he pushes me a certain way that we don't say things to each other. But I wouldn't trade anything for the world. We have the best relationship. Even when it looks like we're fighting, that's just a coach and player trying to get over, to get to the promised land.
And get to the promised land they did.
This is amazing. We came to New York for a reason, to win a championship, and we did it.
And Rick Brunson talked afterwards about, you can relish in the moment as a player, but it's so much more special to see your son accomplish something that you could not, and really one of his all-time proud moments as a father.
Oh, yeah, that was so special. Well, now, the last person to get the last shift in all this is the sanitation department. They're going to clear out the cannon of heroes, and joining us now is the sanitation commissioner, Greg Anderson. And, Commissioner, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, what is this moment like for you being a Knicks fan?
He's so excited, he's speechless.
Well, you think about the monumental task that they have ahead of them. 650 mechanical brooms and blowers and making quick work of the confetti that fell. Although Kimberly pointed out not as much as we maybe thought, didn't need it today, but certainly the sanitation department jumping into a big task ahead as they often do after these big events.
And one thing I remember from Kimberly's piece, that people were actually climbing on top of one of the trucks.
Yes.
Just trying to get the great view that they could of all the players coming by. In fact, we're seeing here that they have already begun the work. One truck is out there beginning to clear the confetti that we've been talking about.
It's been fun. You talk about the sanitation commissioner being a Knicks fan. For this week only, because of course they wear a uniform, this week only they were allowed to wear a Knicks cap, a Knicks hat, as part of their official uniform to celebrate the big win. Clearly taking in the moment and also helping us get the city back to normal. Because as we know, New Yorkers, this was all fun and great, but we got stuff to do. So they got to open it back up.
Well, I'm hoping this joy lasts beyond just today, that we all stay unified, that we all just celebrate one another, celebrate this city, and certainly celebrate this team. It's been a day I think New Yorkers will never forget.
And one of the guys who's responsible for that is the head coach, Mike Brown. Here are some of his comments from the post-rally a few moments ago.
But you're the most knowledgeable fan base in the whole NBA. Your guys' energy when we had our downs was off the charts, and I want to thank you for it. There's nothing better than walking into the iconic building of MSG and getting down night after night after night in front of you guys. You guys made us feel the energy and brought us over the hump when we didn't feel like playing or when our game wasn't at the top. Again, I'd like to thank all the players. I can go down the line with all their accomplishments. They were huge throughout the course of the year. But at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys, because without you, this wouldn't be possible.
And then he said, "Who let the dogs out?" which became a rallying cry here during the NBA Finals. What an awesome moment. What an awesome day here in New York City, guys.
I will never forget it. I know you guys will never forget it, nor will New York City forget it. It's just been so much fun, so much joy, just spewing out of every street corner, out of every face that you see. It's really been wonderful.
And perhaps a lesson, not just for sports, not just for basketball, but life, that we can do something big and monumental and historic if we all come together, which is what we witnessed and celebrated today. And over the past 2 months, it has proven to be exactly true. So we want to leave you with an amazing look back at what has been a truly remarkable day. The New York Knicks, the 2026 NBA champions.
Champions! This is the first Knicks parade in history.
So many officials are projecting that this could be the largest parade in New York City history.
This is going to be a moment that you're going to feel across the 5 boroughs.
Let's get the party going! Let's go!
I flew up just from Florida just to be here for this parade.
This is New York City at its finest.
Go Knicks, go!
There's Jalen, your finals MVP.
Feast your eyes on OG Anunoby.
Karl Anthony Towns holding up that trophy and allowing the crowd
Fans
to touch
it. Yeah.
You know?
We're the best to ever do it right now.
We really did it, dog.
It's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win.
Head coach Mike Brown. Jose Alvarado. Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns. And Jalen Brunson.
As chair of the State Senate Labor Committee, Jessica Ramos blocked a bill allowing online delivery drivers and gig workers to unionize. Ramos turned her back on hundreds of thousands of working New Yorkers. Now, AOC, Bernie, the Working Families Party, and unions across New York support Jessica Gonzalez Rojas. Vote Jessica Gonzalez Rojas for Senate District 13 on or before June 23rd. Paid for by Progress for New York PAC.
I don't need to tell you, New Yorkers are paying more for everything. Rent, utilities, groceries, every single month. The office that's supposed to protect us is on the sidelines. I'm Raj Goyal. As an ACLU lawyer, I fought for the people against powerful interest every single day. Now I'm going to be your affordability watchdog. I'll take the pension fund out of the greedy hands of Wall Street and put it back into affordable housing, holding utility companies accountable and auditing waste and fraud.
Raj Goyal, affordability watchdog for Comptroller.
They're coming for our health care, our rights, our democracy. Alex Boris fights back. In Albany, he protected seniors from scammers, expanded Medicaid coverage for cancer patients, and after Roe fell, helped put abortion rights in our Constitution. In Congress, he'll fight Big Pharma to cut drug prices, protect Social Security, and expand Medicare, and keep standing up to Donald Trump. Alex Boris has New York's back. Now it's our turn. Jobs and Democracy PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Time and Temperature, sponsored by TD.
Today on Tamron Hall, a special exclusive with Judge Mathis and his family. For more than 20 years, we've watched Judge Mathis be tough, fair, and full of quick wit on the bench. But for the first time, he and his wife, Linda, are opening up about the marital challenges they've faced.
I'd do anything to get my mother back. So I did anything to get my wife back.
And what they learned that could help other couples and families.
How do you please your partner? That has to be on your mind in order to maintain a connection, which is the most important part of a relationship.
And the story doesn't stop there. Their son, Greg Jr., and his husband share how watching his parents heal helped him when his big day came. And now they're bringing it to the big screen in a movie about self-love, acceptance, and the strength of family. It's an hour of truth, hope, and healing. Tamron Hall starts now.